Hey, ooh, that's weird. The audio came out of a speaker on my monitor instead of my headphones, so let's fix that. Where the fuck are my headphones?
Close up Twitch so there's no echo.
Hey, there it is. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I had to put you off my phone speaker and put you onto the speaker of the phone. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
it does. And I don't know why, but Discord every week, or every time we play, decides to default to a different device.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, makes no sense.
How's your day been?
Pretty good. Uh, got all the last stuff together for this and made the fixes to the website that we play on. It should run a lot smoother now.
Yeah, was able to save my character finally.
Good. Did you pull them up on the dice tab yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Was able to do that.
Good. Because, I've clicked buttons and everything, but as a whole, this thing is largely untested.
Yeah, that's fair.
So we'll kind of be learning as we go along.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry? What'd you say?
I said fair enough.
Oh, okay. Oh, and there's Amber.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's taking a minute.
headphones to there.
Okay. I know we can hear you right now.
What?
I said we can hear you right now, too, so that's good.
How you said nobody can hear me right now. I was like, what the
Oh.
fuck?
No. That would suck.
You want a heart attack?
What the fuck is wrong with my goddamn headphones?
Or are you connected to your speaker right now?
No, it's like it's only thing one headphone and not both of.
Oh, that's weird.
I agree. Very strange. Oh well, whatever.
Alright, so I don't think anyone else is showing up tonight, so this should be it. So,
Yeah.
if everybody's ready, I can start running down how the systems will work, and then if you haven't made a character, we can get into that, and we can move on from there. So, pretty much, aside from random events or other things that might be happening, I, as the, not DM, GM, Game Master, will not be rolling any dice. This is almost exclusively you guys rolling dice.
That's fair.
So it's a lot more story driven than it is like just, oh, here's combat and you have hit points. So the way combat works is it's an action called go toe to toe. And it'll be your 2d6 plus your hard stat, which is your physical ability. And the goal is to get a 10 plus. And this goes with any dice roll that's happening in the game, is you want to get over 10. So, let's say you attack somebody and you roll over a 10. You deal your weapons harm, and you don't have any negative effects. On a 7 to 9, it's a partial success. So you do deal harm, but you also could potentially take damage or find yourself trapped or undergoing stress, which I'll cover the stress system later. And then on a 6 or less, which you really don't want, things go poorly. You will most likely take damage, and then I do get to take an extra move against you, which is something to be discussed at a later time when we get into that situation. The way harm works, it's not like hit points. So it's not like, oh, I've got 20, you hit me for 8, so I still have 12. If you take one harm, on your character sheet, you have health boxes. And you'll tick off the one that says hurt. If you get a second harm, you are injured. It's a wound or an injury like a fracture or a break that can actually be slowing you down. On a third one, you're down. You're not necessarily dead, but if you can't get healed quick enough by a medic or somebody with medicine or something to that effect, you will die. There is gear that exists, and some classes get it by default. That's like a bulletproof vest or something like that. That'll actually reduce harm. So let's say you have a tactical vest on, which is -1 harm. If an enemy punches you in combat, you actually won't take any damage, because it'll negate the 1 harm they would deal with their fist. But other weapons will deal more harm, and that's where it could start to stack against it. Like if you get shot with a handgun, that's automatically ticking off 2 harm. So you will be injured from that alone. Any questions on how that works right now, or?
No.
Alright, so then there is a stress system. Same thing, you'll tick off things as I tell you to take stress points, where it's rattled, shaken, broken, or snapped. You won't be experiencing any real negatives throughout it until you hit broken or snapped, but once you hit snapped, if you're not able to get help, literally like finding a medic or a shepherd to talk to, you might not be able to roll as efficiently as you would like to. You might take some large penalties. I keep hearing myself on feedback loop.
That might be me.
Do you have headphones or anything? Or that works too. Mute unless you're speaking. Sorry. I kept hearing myself and it was throwing me off. Let's see. There is a hunger system. This won't affect you at the beginning of the campaign. I'm not going to make you guys starve in the first session. But as you effectively build up your settlement, you will have resources. That'll basically be food or water. And it's just that simple. If you have 4 people at your base and you have 4 food, then everybody's fine for a week. They will not take any penalties. Eventually, you'll have to scavenge. You could build gardening plots, and there's ways to do that in the playbook. There's ways to actually build and craft for your base to be able to get some self-sustaining. There's ways to catch rainwater for hydration. So there's a lot of a survival aspect to this. Again, most of that won't come into effect on tonight's session. Let's see, cover that real quick. I think you've both made your characters already. I know, Jazz, you have, and Amber, I know you were. I don't know if you finished it.
Yeah, I think I finished it. Do I have to hit view my character?
I think view your character is what effectively saves it. So you hit that, and then you can jump to any other tab, and then from that point on, going to my characters, you'll be able to pull it back up.
Okay.
Let's see. So I covered combat. You've already picked that, so we're going to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to do a very, very quick gloss over how settlements work. We'll get more into the details on that when we reach a settlement building phase. But there's 4 main S's on settlements. There's security, scarcity, spirit, and scrap. Security is on a scale of 0 to 4. 0's meaning you're just camping out in a field. 4 is you actually have fortified walls and gates and guards. And, it's harder for things to attack you in your own home. Scarcity, again, 0 to 4 is your food and water resources. Spirit, again, 0 to 4, is your morale. If the spirit at a camp hits 0, there could actually be pushes for mutiny or a change in leadership. And then scrap is not the sliding scale of 0 to 4, it is just your ability to build. Anything you build does take scrap. So it kind of works as a currency. You will meet NPCs that can make all this easier. A few examples are there's a grease monkey who will provide +1 to all moves, and moves are basically anything you try to do, whether it's searching, fighting, running, talking. What would be called a skill check in D&D is called a move in this system. There's the green thumb, who's a gardener, and they will lower your scarcity increase by 1 each month, so you don't need as much food to keep everybody fed. There's the Sawbones, who's a doctor, and during a long rest, you would normally heal 1 harm, but having one of them around allows you to heal 2 harm. So which means anything outside of dying territory, you could heal with a good night's sleep. And there's the hard case, who increases security by 1, but sometimes they could lower spirit because they're assholes to civilians. And the way I have that played out is anytime you guys recruit somebody, I have a table of secrets and traits that I'll roll on to show what they're going to be like in the background. You will know their personality traits. You will not know their secrets until they come to fruition. Not everybody is bad. However, just like the real world, people have ulterior motives, and sometimes you'll have to suss that out. Building and upgrading. So you will be able to build things at your base. So you could build walls, you could build a hospital, you could build gardens, and just all that costs varying levels of scrap. I do have a table for building on the original sheet that I shared, the longer Google Doc. I haven't converted building into the website yet. I covered some of the recruit types. Struggles. Because, what fun would a zombie apocalypse be without a struggle? So, there's a few different kinds. There are acts of God, and rolls on a random table will decide when things happen. Which acts of God would be environmental or biological. So, we're in Central Texas. This could be heavy storm season. There could potentially be flooding or even a tornado. Blight or pestilence, which could affect your crops. Or, of course, the big one in Texas, a summer heat wave, which could affect scarcity and reduce spirit. There's also acts of man that could come up, which could be something as simple as the mutiny that I discussed earlier, attacks by raiders, or even an attack from within, someone who decides to try to sabotage the community. And the most, I guess, what would be expected threat in a zombie apocalypse? Zombies. Let's see, that's building tab. Trust. This is something I'm still ironing out how it's going to work, but ultimately, and you can see it from looking at the map that's on the Twitch stream, the Dell Diamond, which, if you're not from this area, is a local baseball stadium, has become fortified as basically the best fortress in the area to try to get into to live. However, they don't just let anybody in. So, as things happen, as you could potentially do stuff for them, trade with them, they will grant you various levels of access. So I'm going to remove level 0 and move everything to level 2 to start, which is parking lot access. You are not in or allowed even to enter the Dell Diamond itself. However, they allow you to set up tents in their parking lot, which, while you don't have gates around you, you have access to clean water through an access point, and the stadium does have snipers that will keep various dead threats from rolling up on you. Once you build trust with them to level 5, you will be given access to the inside during the daytime, which you'll be able to take on a job for them, and that guarantees you 1 hot meal a day and access to basic first aid. So what that would do is make it so you're never hungry, and you could always remove 1 to 2 harm on a daily basis just by going in. And when you do reach level 8, you'll be given permission to actually live within there, in their walls with them. Any questions? I know I kind of ran through that fast. I'm sure it'll get easier as we play.
Where do we start on this map? Like, where...
you can't see my mouse there. So, basically, ignore where the arrow's pointing. Well, ignore the text next to the arrow. But see where it says watch for snipers and just pointing towards the north side of the highway?
Yes.
So you're starting roughly there. And I'm going to get into what got you guys there once we actually kick off. So let's see.
How long has zombie apocalypse been going on at the start of this?
At this point, it has been going on for a few months.
So it's just been months.
Months. But...
brand new.
Yes, but man being man, everything devolved very quickly. Because, humans. Let's see, so I covered that. Covered that. Alright, so I guess at that point, I could run the intro and we could just throw you guys right into the fray. The world didn't end with a bang. It ended with a low guttural moan that never stops. It's been months since the collapse, and the Texas sun no longer feels like a blessing. It's just a spotlight for the things that hunt you. You were part of a larger caravan, a rolling village of hope trying to reach the coast, but the I-35 car jam became a slaughterhouse. A mega horde of zombies, a sea of rotting flesh, surged off the interstate and tore your convoy in half. Amidst the screams and the smells of stale gasoline, you were driven east, away from your friends and your supplies, until the sounds of the hordes faded into the distance. You are now moving through the traffic jam of rusted and abandoned cars that is I-35, and you stand on the outskirts of Round Rock, a city reclaimed by the weeds and the dead. You're alone, you're exhausted, but you're still breathing. And as you guys, for now, since it is just the two of you playing, the two of you will get to introduce your characters briefly, and then we'll get into what I have you doing. So, give yourselves a brief introduction. Whoever wants to go first can.
I will say first, if this only happened a month ago, those cars are not rusted. So, thing.
Okay, fine. It happened months ago. I didn't say how many.
Yeah. No, that's fucking stupid. That's a cop-out.
Okay, fine. They're not rusted, but there's zombies chasing you, so...
Okay, my character is Scavenger. I picked Scavenger. And, yeah, I kept my name because I did this literally 5 minutes ago. So I'm Amber. Hi.
I am. I did a bit more building of.
I'm sorry?
I did a bit more building of my character.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally got home from work and I was like, fuck, I haven't done any of this yet. And I was like, just Amber.
That's fair. My character's name is John. They, them pronoun. They're an outcast. Backstory: they survived the initial fall because they were at home vegging out on sweets and junk food and books that they got from the library a few days before, and they had taken the time off work to veg out because their coworkers left them all alone to do all the prep for a big project. So they did all the prep for or their parts that they were assigned, showed it to their manager so that their coworkers couldn't claim credit, and then asked for a few days off. Got it granted. But then when they got the voicemails of like screaming from their coworkers, they're like, my coworkers are just angry, and like deleted them without listening to them fully. And only figured out what all was going on when they went out into the world for more food and to get new books at the library.
That could be such like Shaun of the Dead vibes, where he's just blissfully unaware as things are falling apart around him. And I do enjoy that.
Yeah. And then my thought for how to get the trait where I smothered guts on me is I went to go get books from the library, saw that the zombies were like giving each other wide berths, and just was like, there's one on the ground. Well, I die if I don't, so might as well try.
So you took...
went in, got some books, and left.
I'm sorry, what was that last thing you said?
Got some books and left.
That works. Yeah, because I'll say for leading up to this, and you're not taking anything that would break the game for you, yeah, just getting some extra books and leaving works just fine. So I'll say that happened, and you ended up joining this larger caravan because you were part of this group that got torn apart. So you and Amber already know each other, and as your group was getting torn apart by this large horde of zombies, you managed to make it to this blocked roadway. And I'll say, well, you know, the started in Texas, you all lived here. There's some inherent knowledge of what a safe place would be, at least at first. And Del Diamond sounded pretty good, because you already know it's got high walls and it has gates that lock, being a sports stadium. So, in an effort to get to Del Diamond, you guys need to navigate through these broken down cars, not rusted, but broken down, and the horde of zombies.
So the horde of zombies is still there.
Yes, they're not. They don't move in unison like sheep or anything, but there's zombies between A and B. There's some in the back. You can see them even still chewing on some of the people from your former caravan.
Oh, so like this shit just
Just happened. You are there right now, and you two are together. So, you know you need to get out of here, and you have an inkling that the Dell Diamond would be a good place to go. And right now you are about 6 lanes of traffic on the wrong side of all this to even get to the side that the Dell Diamond would be on.
Okay. I can't use my slip away yet, right? That wouldn't work here.
The slip away, was that just bonuses to your cool, or how did that work? I have.
It says when things go south and you need to bail, roll plus. On a 10 plus, you escape cleanly, no trace. On a 7 to 9, you get out, but you leave behind or take them.
Okay, so I'll say you could get your plus bonus to cool. However, what I'll say, since you two are, I'm assuming, are sticking together since you're from the same caravan,
Can I use my Walker Whisperer?
Walker Whisperer.
Roll plus weird to read a horde on 10 plus. The GM tells you exactly how many, how fast, and where they're headed.
Okay, so what I was originally going to do was have Amber bring you with her to slip away and roll flat, not get to apply her bonus because you're there with her, so she's got to help you get through. I need you to roll your plus weird, and based on what you get, we'll see how much assistance you're able to give Amber in slipping away together to get through this traffic.
9.
Now to see, I gotta fix that. Okay, so I can't see your rolls. So a 9.
5 plus 2 plus 2.
I'm sorry.
5 plus 2 plus 2. So yeah.
So a 9 isn't a total success; it's a mixed success. So what was it? On a 10 plus, I tell you exactly how many, how fast, and where they're heading. So what I will tell you is to cross the street where you guys are, you could make out a path that looks like it would be clear of zombies. However, you can't exactly see how many there are, and because there are cars blocking, you don't know if there's any kind of around the bend or even crouching down eating something else that you could potentially run and trip over. Amber, what's your bonus to your plus cool for the
Plus 1.
plus 1? Okay, so because it was a mixed success, I'm going to say just give me 2d6 with no bonuses. If you want to try your slip
Can I
away.
roll that from this screen or?
From the session tools, from the dice?
I don't see a dice on this.
What screen are you on?
My character?
So click session tools.
I also don't see a tool.
If you click the hamburger menu in the upper right corner, session tools should be in the drop down.
Okay, session tools. Okay.
So then just click the roll 2d6 with no modifier added.
Ooh, a 4.
Okay. So before I tell you what happens, you see where it says active character?
No.
You don't see a drop down that says no
I see
character
it.
selected?
Yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah,
click,
I see it.
click that and click your character.
Okay.
Now you should be able to do all your dice rolls straight from there.
Oh, got it. Also say mark 1 experience.
Yes, because you failed.
Shit.
So with Jazz, I'm sorry, your character's name is John?
Yeah.
Okay. So following John's direction, you are navigating and slipping through and avoiding, and you even have a couple close calls. And as you round a corner, a zombie leaps out at you. And you push John out of the way to save them, but it makes you stumble backwards. And your foot comes down on a piece of twisted metal that had came off of a car that crashed. And you slice the bottom of your foot open. So I'm also going to need you to mark one harm.
So I'm hurt.
Just one harm.
Okay, so that's the only thing it gives me under health. Is hurt, injured, or dying.
Yeah, okay, sorry. So yes, hurt. I mixed up hurt and injured in my head. Sorry. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to whip up a fake character and have that open in a tab just so I could see the character sheets in real time and know what I'm looking at. Yes, yes. And you marked off one experience?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. Because, you know, that's a good thing to have. Alright. You make it through there, and you are hurt, but it's not enough to necessarily slow you down. And you actually see a pretty clear path to take connecting roads to get you over to Del Diamond, cutting through a tree line, and you could almost see the now turned off light up sign in the distance. So you can stick to taking the tree line and running through Settlers, which is a park adjacent to the Del Diamond, or you could stick to the roads and take a more open path. What would you guys like to do?
I mean, I feel like the road is probably more dangerous, right?
I'll say there's pluses and minuses to both decisions. So, if I give you a quick rundown, the roads, while open and clear to navigate, you've got a higher density chance of encountering zombies. The forest, the tree line, you lose visibility as you're running through it, and you also might not see something around a bend.
All right, John, any input?
Can I do the smear the guts thing on Amber?
Was there a role associated with that, or was that just something you do?
That was part of the outcast character.
Sent to death. You have learned to smear yourself. Okay. So, you're gonna have to... Actually, what I need you to do first is you need to find guts and viscera to spread on you. So, I'm gonna need you to give me a plus...
Probably everywhere?
Well, you just escaped where there was a bunch of zombies. So, John, I'm gonna need you to give me a plus sharp roll.
A 7?
A 7? I'll
I
say...
think that's a failure, isn't it? Oh, that's a mixed
A
success.
7's the low end of mixed success.
Yeah.
So with a 7, you do find a corpse that you could use. However, there's not enough to fully cover the both of you. So what I'm going to need you to do then is when you roll your plus weird to give yourselves this viscera covering, you're going to do it without any plus bonuses. So you're just going to roll a straight 2d6, and you have to do it for each of you.
Will you tell me what the fuck this is you're doing? I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, you should explain this to each other.
So in the playbook for the outcast, there's a starting move called the Scent of Death. I've learned to smear myself with Walker Viscera. On a 10 plus, walkers completely ignore me for 1 hour, and I move among them like a ghost. On a 7 to 9, it works, but imperfectly. One walker gets suspicious, or the mask fades quickly.
Okay.
And I'll say your character, Amber, would have had, at least just being in this environment, some inherent knowledge that this can work.
Okay.
So, John, I'm going to need you...
Her character to look around for a body, too, because scavengers have a higher sharp modifier, right?
You know what? That's a good call. You could... You know what? In fiction, in character, request help finding more bodies.
Hey, what's your name again?
Amber. Sorry, I would not be that.
Right.
Apologize.
Dead zombie bodies.
We're looking for zombies?
Dead
Dead zombies.
ones that can't really attack us right now.
Okay. Why are we looking for dead zombies?
Just trust the process.
I guess that's life now. Okay, yeah. Let's look for dead bodies.
So you're going to give me a plus sharp.
9.
All right. I'll say since you both got mixed successes, you each found enough for one of you.
Yeah.
So now, John, I'm going to need you to give me 2+ weird rolls. One to cover yourself and one to cover Amber.
Sounds good. By the way, there's no option to roll just 2d6s.
If you go to the dice roller, there's a big red button that says roll 2d6.
But when you're selected as the character...
Oh, does that go away?
Select the character to roll.
Yeah, if you
Oh.
select your character, you have to hit.
Okay, so roll something then that would have a +0 next to it, because one of your stats should have that. And we'll just treat that as your weird roll.
What is
So-
hot?
One is a 6 and one is a 10.
Okay, which one do you want to give to which?
If
Silence.
I take the 10, she has her slip away ability.
True, and she has also a cut foot.
True. I'll give her the 10 and I'll take the 6.
Okay. So, you give Amber the 10, and Amber could now move undetected for an hour by zombies. With a 6, which is a failure, you need to... First, don't forget to mark off 1 XP on your character sheet. Because in this game, you earn experience by failing.
You cut out.
In this game, you earn experience by failing.
So you don't get any experience for successfully doing, just by failing?
Correct. And every, I think, 5 or 6 failures, you gain a level.
That's fucking retarded. You don't want to fail my roll. But it's the only way to get stronger, which I don't like. Failure is death in a zombie apocalypse there. I'm just saying.
Well, then fail upwards.
It's
No,
fail at
Jesus.
social skills, like attempt to have small talk, fail at it, voila,
Yeah, any failure
level up.
gives you XP.
Only fail at the payday.
Yes,
Anyway.
do well in combat scenarios, and then just fuck up the rest. Like, hey, join our settlement. Oh, I rolled a 6. Fuck you too. And then you get an XP.
Alright.
But alright, so, you marked your XP on your sheet?
Yes.
Excellent. So what happens is you're covering Amber in this viscera, making sure that she'll be able to slip through any potential zombies you encounter without any issues. While doing it to yourself, you notice that the body you're using wasn't a zombie. So you just covered yourself in fresher human viscera, making you a delicious snack. Like a
It's already a delicious snack. No harm, no foul.
well, now you're like a candied apple in the zombie universe. Alright, so now it is time for me to roll a little die and see what happens.
You're rolling a die for what? You just said you weren't going to have to roll any dice.
So I
On
roll.
failures, the GM rolls.
Well, that's if I choose to roll for a move. The move I gave is that you just covered yourself in bait. This is so on a daily basis and a weekly basis within your settlement. Once we get situated, I roll on a random table to choose what happens. Could be a weather event, could be raiders, could be holy shit, somebody just came by and gave us supplies. The higher I roll, the better it is for you. And when you guys reach a new clearing or a new segment of the map, I also roll on a different encounter table, a less threatening one.
Okay.
So let's see. I rolled a 5. That is probably a bad thing.
Not good, yeah.
So, let's see.
One of us dies before we even get there.
Right? Oh my god.
If I
Start
die,
a new
make me a
character.
pet zombie.
As you guys are making your way through the woods, you hear a very human, not like a guttural zombie growl or anything, but a human whimpering off to the east a little bit.
Oh man. Here's the thing. It's kind of an every man for himself kind of deal. With the zombies and and I don't know
Not
how
in a
sympathetic
shape
I am.
to help.
I'm sorry?
She's not in a shape to help. Like, her foot is injured.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, if that ends up being, like, a fake call, like...
Yeah, the foot.
You know what? Both of you roll plus sharp.
My sharp is a 0, so...
You can still roll a
7.
12. So you got 7. John, what'd you get?
5.
5?
Yeah.
Okay, so John, good news, you get to take an experience. As you're looking to try to figure out what that noise was, some of the blood that you coated yourself in got in your eye,
Ew.
so you weren't able to see.
But also,
But
here's
at
the
least
thing.
it wasn't zombie viscera, because
That's-
then that could have been a point of infection.
That's true. And what were you saying, Amber?
I have 6 cents for traps. So roll plus sharp, and if I get a 10 or higher, the GM has to tell me if there's a trap or an ambush waiting.
Okay, I'll let you go for another roll before I explain what your 7 gave you.
Let's see here. Plus sharp. A 10. Yeah.
You got a 10? Okay, so this 10 is going to negate your 7.
Oh, awesome sauce.
You actually recognize the voice, this pained person.
Is it someone I hate?
No. Well, I don't know. I can't tell you your opinion of this person. But, and because I didn't come up with a name fast enough, it's another member from your caravan. And their name is Scott. And you see that he is there with a backpack on, which had a lot of supplies that you guys were using. And his shin bone is sticking out through his leg.
Ooh.
Oh my... Guys, I don't know where you're going, but can you please help me?
I like character. What do you have against legs?
They're easy to hurt and very high risk in a world like this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's a death sentence, my dude.
I know there's a settlement somewhere here. If I could get to just a medic or something, they could bandage me up. We're less than a mile from it. I just don't know if I can make it alone. And he pulls out a map and hands you guys a map of Round Rock that he was using to navigate.
Okay. Table talk, John.
Mm-hmm.
Do we risk hauling this guy with us?
Can I try the zombie viscera again on him to give us time to get you to safety and send people?
Well,
to
so I'm
come
not
get us?
I'm not super worried about that because, I mean, yeah, this shit just happened. We're not jaded quite as much as we will be later, I'm sure, by the world. But I mean, we could try to help him, and if worst comes to worst, he's fucking. We drop him. He's easy prey. Is that too cynical?
Right now, I'm easy prey because I'm covered in human viscera rather than zombie viscera.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
he can't run, and you can't.
Can you run right now?
Better than Shins McGee over there.
Wow.
Sorry, bud.
I mean, that was table talk me. That wasn't character Scott.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm down for leaving the guy if that's what you want to do. It is safer to leave him.
Can I look around and have you help me look around for another zombie body we can use?
Or actually, if that's what you want to look for, can I look around for maybe like piece of a car, a tarp, something that he can get him on and drag him like easy?
Okay, so yeah, you could both give me sharp rolls. John looking for another zombie body, and Amber looking for something to basically make me more mobile somehow.
Yeah, just to help, because he's not going to be able to walk at all.
Even like a big stick
Like,
would
there's-
work, because I could use like a walking stick.
Okay.
And scavengers have the ability to carry a little bit more, right?
I believe so.
So then Amber would take his supplies, carry them,
I
walk
think I
very
do look
carefully,
like it.
Hmm?
and then I can try to drag him behind me if you find a tarp or something, and then it's like a quote-unquote zombie trying to catch their human prey, or I hope that.
So I'll be a carrot on a stick.
Yeah. Anyways, I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Alright, so those are both mixed successes. So what I will say is John, they both start with J. I'll get this down. You
It's cool.
find a zombie body, but it's been kind of like exploded.
Check.
It's even better.
Well, aside from the fact that a lot of the viscera's spread out mixed into the dirt and not as easy to like scoop up and coat somebody with. So I'll say you'll be able to roll to cover him with the viscera, but with a -1.
Okay.
So give me a weird roll with whatever your -1 stat is.
Wait, so the +2 weird roll -1.
Well,
So essentially.
no. So it's gonna be it's gonna be 2d6 -1.
Okay. Cool. Can we know what Amber found first before?
Oh yeah, I could cover that too. So you weren't able to find a tarp, but you noticed that when he fell and his injury occurred, about 20 feet away from him is, and this happens to be on my character sheet as something I have, is a walking stick. So if you could just grab that and bring it over to him, he'd be able to prop himself up. So you won't be able to drag him, but he at least won't be completely useless walking with you.
Cool.
Okay.
Alright, so give me your -1 roll to see how well you cover him.
We leave him. We leave him.
Wow.
3.
Oh, that's a failure. You can't coat him and shit.
You try like your hardest to scoop up whatever you can, and it just there's not enough to get a good even base coat on him. So there wouldn't be any viscera or anything, which oddly puts him in a safer spot than you, who's dripping with human blood.
We're Goldilocks is bears.
I mean, I guess he's got a little bit of an enticing thing because his bone's protruding, so the scent of blood would be coming off of him too.
Okay.
I know this is bad for the wound itself, but could I take the wound with the dirt in hopes it at least covers up the blood of his very exposed bone?
You go to do that, and he offers a
Yeah.
hard pass. Because this is how I will let you know he rolled. He is somebody with medical training. He just doesn't have access to anything to fix himself with. So he knows rubbing dirt in the wound, especially all that nasty shit that has God knows what mixed in with it, might as well just cut the leg off at that point.
Yeah, fair, bud.
Are you sure you even want to come with us? We have Lollipop over here for zombies, and I'm injured also.
Safety in numbers. I'm sitting here by myself, unable to get around very quickly at all. At least if I have people with me, we can help each other. I'm assuming you were heading for the diamond as well.
Yeah.
That's where I was trying to make my way.
All right, well, I give him his stupid walking stick.
You promise there's no hard feelings if it becomes each man on their own situation, Scott?
That's how we got in this predicament in the first place, and I don't hold it against anyone.
That's so funny. I was going to say something along those lines, but I was like, I might not want to say that because, yeah.
Hey, listen, I got the outcast character. I'm fine with it.
Hey, that's cool. So, now that we're at this point, I'm going to do 2 rolls. One that I'll tell you what it is, and one that's done in secret, to see what kind of NPC he ends up being.
Huh.
Alright, so the one that I will tell you, and I got an 8, so let me pull that table up. Stoic. They never complain and work until they drop. You don't know they're injured until they collapse. I guess minus this injury.
Minus the bone protruding? Yeah.
Yes, and now...
Even then, he's not collapsing. He's just like, hey, can I get a little help getting up? And he's willing to go, so...
The roll I don't tell you guys about. Oh, that's a fun one.
Oh,
That means
no.
it's bad.
No,
That means it's bad.
This one is whatever I choose to make of it. It doesn't have to be bad.
Oh, okay.
And I guess table talk, I can give you the added knowledge that if I name a character after myself, I don't want you guys to kill him.
You don't want to betray us either?
I mean, I'd rather as the DM, I want you guys to have somewhat of a hard time, but I don't want my character to be the reason.
Valid.
All right, so making it through the woods, you do not encounter any other zombies or survivors
Fucking dope.
or anything of that nature. And then you reach the Dell Diamond. So I'm going to drop an image in Discord.
I guess it doesn't matter.
What's up?
Say, like, on our way there, right? Like, can we, like, look for supplies or, like, scrap or, like, anything that could be useful? Because you said Scott has a backpack.
Yes. So, actually, I didn't suss out for you what was in his backpack. We'll cover that in a second. The map of the diamond is shared in Discord. And thank you for bringing up his backpack again, because I already forgot to tell you. My God, what tab was that in? Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, this might have been easier to do on the computer, not my phone, but whatever.
Sorry. You were looking all cozy, and I didn't want you to have to move, so I was trying to help you out.
I know. I was, like, falling asleep on the couch.
Ah, here we go. So let's see. Shaken, suffer from 2 harm. I did that. Ah, yes. So, on the way to the diamond, he asks you to hold while you're still in the woods. And he points out a marking he made on the map he handed you. And a 50-foot run, no. About a 100-foot run from where you guys found him to the west. He saw that there was a cache. He just wasn't able to dig it up.
A cache of what?
He wasn't able to dig it up. He just saw something buried that when he tried like putting his stick in there to loosen it, it was hard, like a case or something.
Okay, so do we want to take the risk of going to find out what this is? Or do we want to patch ourselves? Well, you're not injured, John, but do we want to patch first and come back to it and hope that it's still there? I mean, I kind of the reason why I wanted to look for things in the first place is because, like, we know we need to get some kind of familiarity, uh, like trust with the people, the diamond, or else they're not going to do anything for us. And I was like, what's the best way to do that? Thing is, bring support.
Oh, so you were thinking bring stuff ahead of time to trade with them
Kind of
or to give them.
rivalry.
Yes, peace offering, if you will.
Okay, because I know the original setup, and you guys can do whatever you want, but my plan was to get y'all to get there and get to the tent city area to establish at least what a home would be.
Okay, I mean, but also if it's like scrap or whatever, we need that to build anyways.
Right, so I'd say at the very least you want to look for the cash, but not maybe go on a full blown supply run.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down to go. Because how far is it from where we're at right now?
About 100 feet. You didn't get very
So
far.
not fun.
Yeah. Can I
Okay.
walk or whisper, try to suss out, make sure that there's no one obvious within the path to it?
Oh, like between A and B?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm gonna say give me a plus weird roll.
8?
With an 8, you don't necessarily see or hear any, like, zombies or growling or anything of that nature. But it is starting to get darker out. So it's also hard to tell. So you guys do need to work with a level of urgency.
I'm not injured. It's 100 feet away. Can I run at it and tell them to stay put?
And then are you
'Cause
gonna search the cache? Because here's the thing: any kind of loot in this game, what's in it goes off of your sharp roll.
I'm not going to search
Yeah.
what's through the cache. I just want to dig it up.
Okay.
And then be like, all right, we're taking this with us. We'll figure out what it is when we get over there.
Okay. You know what? I could give you that.
Like, because I'm not going to pause to look through something if we're trying to get somewhere in a hurry. Like, I will hurriedly dig it up and say, let's go.
Okay. So I'll say at the very least, you could you're gonna make that run, and you're doing this solo right now because you're not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna make that run to check, and let's see. I'm gonna need you to give me a cool roll.
Cool. 7.
7. You make it there, and you're able to start digging it up, and you notice that the cache isn't super heavy. You're able to move it on your own, but as you're digging and something bangs into it, in the distance, you hear a single low guttural growling, and through the haze of it starting to get dark, you see it starting to shamble towards you.
Cool. I glance over my shoulder and, like, gesture for them to go and try to finish getting it out.
All right, I'm going to need you to give me a hard roll. What was it?
12.
You throw this
Hey.
fucking box on your shoulder and you sprint. And before you know it, you're back with your people, and looking behind you, you cannot even see the shambling corpse.
Awesome.
So you have successfully left it in the distance. Did you guys want to pop it open now and have... I know Amber should have the highest sharp.
My vote
You
is
have the
still
high-
we get to a safe point, like,
Okay. So continue to
First.
carry it and make your way to the diamond.
yeah, we're gonna have to carry it regardless, probably, depending on what it is.
True,
So,
whether it's in a box or out.
yeah. I'd rather get somewhere safe first where we're not gonna get crept up on while we're going through it.
All right. Is that cool with you, Amber?
Yeah, let's get out.
Well, I gave one more event roll between A and B. And you guys see a delivery van crash into a tree.
Yikes.
Who's making deliveries in a zombie apocalypse? Come on.
Pizza Planet.
Pizza Planet! That was the perfect answer.
But, I'm gonna need, somebody to, I guess if you want, to check this van real quick. Whoever would have the best ability to search.
Why are we checking the van?
Oh, you don't want to check some things for supplies as you run past them?
I mean, we don't know why this thing just who's in it. We don't know if there's a zombie in there. This guy was attacked while driving, and
Okay.
like, is it worth the risk?
Excuse me. That is up to you then.
Again, I think we should get somewhere safe. It's getting dark. I don't want to get caught.
Yeah,
That's
like,
reasonable.
For serious. However, Scott wouldn't have thrown that in there unless it was something he wanted us to find.
I mean, it could have been a trap also. You could always mark it on the map and return during the daytime.
Yeah, I'm thinking, look at landmarks around us, be like, all right, this is about where it's at.
Yeah,
we will come back.
We already took a chance.
Injured tomorrow.
Yeah, we already took a chance with Cash, so let's just get somewhere safe, heal up a bit. We can come back to it at first light.
All right. So you continue your trek uninterrupted, and as you make it up to the parking lot of the Dell Diamond, you have a spotlight blast on you. Go no further. Do not cross the barbed wire line.
Fair enough, my dudes.
We're injured and just looking for a safe place to sit down, man.
He motions the light over to the parking lot that's right on the outskirts of the barbed wire line. And he says, there's tents there. There's some basic supplies. You're more than welcome to camp there. We just do not want anyone we don't know passing that line.
Fair.
Fair. Is there any chance you guys would be able to spare some bandages? We got someone with a bone sticking out his leg.
Give me plus hot.
I was gonna say, what the fuck? Hot.
Hot is basically conversations that could get heated. Is the behind that.
So how heated is this gonna get at a 6?
At a 6?
Failure.
At a 6, he tells you there have been first aid kits out there. There still might be something.
Okay. Cool.
And mark another XP. I might have to make this XP system a little.
I'm 1 away from leveling up.
Are you? You got 4 already? Wow, you are failing.
Nothing but fail, Oliver.
Failing upwards.
Hey, like I said, we fail at the small things.
I wasn't expecting anyone to potentially level tonight. I'm gonna have to work on that section next.
Because we don't get experience for partial successes, correct?
Correct. Experience is only on a fail.
Okay.
I've been failing left and right.
You have been. All right. So, you guys navigate through the parking lot, and you see a lot of tents with various people in them. You do happen to find an open tent that, luckily, because I'm just feeling generous, has enough mats for 3 people to sleep on.
Thank you for
I
being
don't
generous.
think it really fucking matters, yeah.
That's fair. But it can get some comfort.
I guess. Zombie apocalypse, bro.
That's true. Well, they have... you don't know all that they have inside their diamond fortress, but you could suss out that they took supplies that they wouldn't be using and they litter them out there for others.
So we have yoga mats.
Basically.
Awesome sauce.
And give me a plus sharp to see what kind of first aid supplies there are.
Alright, let me do it because I have
Yeah,
plus
that's
2
not
to
gonna
sharp.
You don't want me to do sharp things, and you don't want me to do hot things. I will not do them well.
9.
9. Okay. With a 9 on the first aid kit, you find enough antiseptic to clean out a wound. And you also find a roll of gauze.
Okay. So, okay, I want to take these things and show them to Scott because apparently he has medical training and be
Yes.
like,
Alright, so hold on, let me add those to the supplies. So, for now, until I find a way for session tools to share this on everybody's screens, I have party supplies on my screen that I'm tracking. So, like, overall scrap, food, water, and medicine.
okay.
So Scott looks at those supplies and he's like, oh, okay, hold on. He takes off his backpack and he unzips it. He has a full first aid kit.
Oh, fucking dope.
It
You
has,
had that this whole time?
you guys were out in the middle of the wilderness. You need to get somewhere safe.
Yeah, we were trying to get safe.
Yeah,
It has
but you could have said that.
So it has 3 uses. Paired with the medicine you just found, he is able to bandage up your foot and wrap his leg, which, based on the mechanics of this, that's going to fix with a long rest. So he's
Going to do what?
It's going to fix with a long rest, so he's basically going to sleep it off and his leg will be fine in the morning.
Fucking crazy, but all right.
Yeah, I need some more detail on how certain injuries will play out, but for now, I made the system. I'm going to roll with it.
All right.
So you're down to a total of 4 medicine now. Also, in his bag, so we're going to need 2 more sharp rolls. 1 to check his bag, and 1 to check the cash that you found.
Okay, so 12.
Which one would you like that to be on?
1 to check his bag and 1 to do what?
1 to check the cash.
The cash.
Alright. You check the cash, and there is 6 scrap.
Hey. Awesome sauce.
So scrap, while it is a currency and a building material, it could basically be anything tangible that you need it to be that's not consumable. So let's say you go to talk to the people at the Diamond, and they say, we really need more ammunition. 1 scrap could count as like a clip or a magazine or something.
Okay.
So it's a universal item.
Yeah.
And then another plus sharp to check his bag.
9.
9? With a 9, you find 2 more scrap.
Hey.
So you guys are up to 8 scrap now.
I don't know how much that is because we have no frame of reference, but awesome sauce.
You know what? That's a good time for me to talk about some stuff real quick. So I'll go over building and crafting on a very large overview. So to build a garden is 3 scrap. Plus 1 food to get it started. Because, you need to plant something. To build a generator, you need 4 scrap and 1 fuel. To build an infirmary, it would be 4 scrap and 2 medicine. So, scrap will go pretty quickly when you're building things. Then there's also crafting. You could make weapons, you could make armor, and all sorts of fun stuff. So for 1 scrap, you could effectively make a board of wood with a nail in it. That will be a 2 harm melee weapon, but on a low enough roll, it'll break. Is the dog okay? I hear him.
Yeah, he's whining a lot. Let me see if he'll go outside.
Okay. But basically, to make weapons and armor, you need typically 1 to 2 scrap, plus possibly another item, which, unless it's a specific item like fuel, you could use an extra scrap to make it. However, let's use this to take a quick break, because usually the dog needs both of us to get him out, so I'm going to go try to help with that.
That's fair. I could do with the stretch break.
Alright, sounds good. Be back in 5 to 10, depending on the dog.
Okay. Bye.
Jazz, I don't know if you're still there and can hear me. We had to lure the dog out with cheese. So we are back. I'm not sure if you are, but we are back.
I'm back. I'm just also changing my phone screen, so I might be on mute for a minute or two.
Okay, that's fine.
But I
Okay.
text on Discord on my iPad.
Okay, and I am back too.
Cool.
All right. So,
It's hold on. It's funny. I wanted to let you know because you weren't here when I said it before. We had to lure our dog out with cheese because he would not go outside the potty. We had to
With
literally like
cheese, you said?
breadcrumb trails with cheese. Yeah,
yeah,
American cheese.
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. Like I
In my
grabbed.
experience, dogs love American cheese.
Yeah, I had to grab a slice of American cheese and like rip off pieces to get him to take X amount of steps.
Very patriotic of him.
Yes. I mean, he's like me. I will go just about anywhere if cheese is involved. And also, much like me, he'll have an upset stomach for eating the cheese. So,
Yeah, well.
I honestly, small price to pay to actually get him to go outside.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so you guys are, or have, I should say, successfully survived your first night. If you've been hurt, you can remove that, which I should do that from Scott as well. I could also remove his stress of being rattled. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, something that I didn't discuss, and I guess we're not going to retroactively fix rolls, but so you guys know moving forward, you can, if it makes sense thematically or within how things are going down, you could offer to help on a roll, which you could add +1 to your ally's roll.
So you have to make a way. We have to make a case for it.
Yeah, like, you can't go to punch someone in the face, roll a 6, and then have John be like, yeah! And that gives you a +1.
What if he, was, holding this person's arms back or something?
Now that, he would have to make a hard check to be able to subdue the person to hold them, but in a success, you'd be able to get a plus to your punch.
Okay.
So, it has to make sense. And that was a good example, the arm holding. Thank you for that.
My brain immediately went to the allies holding me back, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? Relief. That, I think, deserves a +1.
I mean, we'll see. I'm sure at some point you're going to slap something. Maybe I'll give you a +1 to that.
Aw, thanks. Supporting my slapping abilities.
Yes.
He has to slap at least one person in every campaign.
Listen, I don't make the rules, but that's a rule. Alright, so you guys have at least made communication with the diamonds. They know you're there, at least. They don't know anything about you or who you are. So you are currently in what's considered the friendly status with them. Friendly is basically you haven't tried to attack them.
We haven't pissed him off yet.
Right.
Now, I have a question before you continue.
Yeah.
So, the parking lot here, I've seen the actual Dell Diamond, but I don't know if it's different here now, in this world. Is it fenced off? Do they have, some kind of a, ledger system so they know who's there? Or is it just free-for-all in our fucking parking lot?
So, they have guards. Like, the community of the diamond itself has guards. The lot is not fenced off. There is a bit of a tree line. And you're also protected by snipers.
But there's not any kind of a ledger system. They're not keeping practice there.
No.
Nothing like that.
No. You can talk to them during the daytime. Try to make yourself known. Try to, do stuff like that.
Well, here's another question, because we want to go back and check out that contract. We're going to have to leave periodically to go looking for shit, right?
Okay, I see.
Or do we stick?
Okay, so let me retcon this then. Now that it's the daytime, they come around, some of their guards, they introduce themselves to you, they look at what tent you're on, and you see them pull out a clipboard, and they mark it, and they take your names. Okay. So you guys are assigned to that tent now.
Okay, but how do we guarantee, because it's not like we're going to carry all of our scraps at all times, right?
Right.
Assuming you would have to be left somewhere. Ensure our shit doesn't get stolen.
I didn't think about that. Again, building.
I'm sorry. I lived in a homeless shelter for a year, so
no, that's fine.
There's got to be something.
I'm building this from the ground up. So, all right, you see the buffer zone, the area behind the barbed wire on the map, the map that's in Discord, the one of the diamond itself.
Oh, hold on, let me pull that back up. Discord. All right, let's see. Del Diamond Fortress buffer zone. Yes.
So, in the buffer zone, they do have, and I'm just making this up on the fly. They have locked footlockers that, as the guards come around, and they mark off what tent you're assigned to, they give you an assigned footlocker with a key to it.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Foot lockers are
I feel better.
movable. Something more sturdy, like something that's bolted in or something. Yeah, you know what I mean. There's
Yeah.
a storage system.
I can help you after this is done with how they did it at the homeless shelter because I feel like that's gonna be very similar to how
Okay.
things are would be happening in something like this. We'll discuss that off.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right. So your options right now with a new morning. Uh, Effectively, the introductions happen briefly. They're just taking your names and marking off where you put your shit. You can go to seek work, try to, gain trust with them. You could return to the van. You could go on your own scavenging missions if you guys want. It's really, this world is yours. What do you need to do to improve your situation?
Can we ask if there's any supplies they're in need of?
You can.
So you want to talk to them first.
Yeah, I
My-
mean, if
my-
we're hoping to gain their trust.
Well, my thing is, at least with the crash that we saw, it's a new crash, likely not to have been pillaged because it's a relatively dangerous area. I'm assuming, is to try to maybe get the supplies there so we have a bigger, stockpile of shit. But if you want to talk to them, I mean, they could out to do
They
something.
were already
and,
coming by to like take our names. It's just kind of like conversational at that point, being like,
Oh, so you did it in that moment, basically?
yeah, I think that's what she's saying. She struck up this conversation. They came by to, dock us.
Okay. Yeah, just to get a baseline on how the conversation's going to go, John, give me a plus hot roll.
fuck. Fuck. So, how quickly are you working on leveling up? Because I got a 5.
Oh Jesus!
Actually, hold on. What do you say to them?
They came by to get our names, and did they ask anything else other than like?
They started walking off, so you would have had to.
So they don't even ask us what brought us here.
No, right now that's not their concern. These are just guards who are setting shit up, but you could try to strike up the conversation. So how would you do that?
I attempt to follow them to be like, look around and see who else is here, kind of take the lay and be like, is there anything that anyone needs that we could help provide as a thank you for letting us stay here?
So, with a 5, he begins to walk away from you. Hearing this, Scott runs up, and he has a starting move called Bonds of Blood, where you could help an ally with a roll and give them +2 instead of the standard +1.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And
Thank
he's
you.
like, listen, I know you guys have a task and you're in a rush, but what my friend here is trying to figure out is ways we could help you. One thing I could offer is I'm a trained medic. You might be able to use my services to help other injured that you might have. We just need to know where we can help. And because I gave you a +2, that put you up to a 7.
7. So partial success.
Yes. So he looks at you and he's like, this isn't what I'm here to do today. But, yeah, whatever. We need scrap from, well, anywhere you can find it. Or we also need more fuel for one of our generators.
And where would we take this if we were to find some?
Front gate. As long as you show up before sundown, they'll let you walk up to the gate.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What's your name? Just so if we cross paths with you, I can say hi.
Ah, shit. Brian.
Nice to meet you, Brian. Hopefully we'll see you around.
Nice to meet you, too. Now, can I get back to work?
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you. And he walks off. So you guys could continue to scavenge scrap. You could do it at the van. You could do it, maybe make a run to an HEB or somewhere else randomly and just to try to search for it. You could try to get fuel.
Yeah,
They
we say
said
I
they
think we
needed
should
fuel,
check
and
out the
we need
crash.
some proof fuel is.
Yeah, well, if we check the crash, we know it was a running vehicle, which means that there is fuel in it. We need fuel.
Exactly.
All right.
So I vote. We decided we were gonna go this morning, anyways.
Yeah, so
Let's get to it.
I guess that one solved itself.
Yeah.
All right, so you make your ways over to the crash, and it's still there, still looking relatively unfucked with. Not a lot of people are wandering through these woods.
I'm going to use my sixth sense for trap.
Okay, how does that one work again?
Plus sharp when entering a new room. I'm assuming a new environment
Yeah.
count as a new room. On a 10 plus, the GM must tell you if there's a trap or ambush waiting.
Okay.
And combined with this, I'd like to do my Walker Whisper just to make sure she's checking for traps. I'm checking for out traps.
So Amber's checking for traps, you're checking for zombies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I failed. I got a 6.
All right, well, mark experience. And you don't see any traps necessarily, but you're just staring at the van from a distance.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're trying to see. And John?
I also fail. I got a 4.
Holy shit. Sorry.
So we are ducks completely unaware of whatever the fuck's around us. I guess we go to that van.
Yes, you guys have no idea. Quick just point of order. Where is everybody on leveling?
On leveling,
Yes.
I only have 2 experience. I've only failed twice.
5, and that's the one needed to take in advance.
Alright, so when you advance, and this isn't built into the system yet, so right now you're going to have to make note. I'll add this into the app or the website before the next session. Your advancement options are you can increase a stat by 1. So it adds a plus to it. Take a new move from your playbook. On every other level, so starting at 3 and beyond, you could also take moves from different playbooks.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Because you're becoming
Failure is good.
more worldly at that point, and you've experienced these people, and you're able to learn what they're capable of. So for now, just make a mental note of what you want, and then once I fix this or update the system, we could do that.
I think I'm gonna take on the hard way skill.
What playbook is that? Oh, that's from your playbook, obviously.
Yeah, it's from my playbook. It gives me a +1 to hard, but only when I'm alone or separated from the group.
Okay.
And considering my hard is +1, that'll give me a +2 on the hard way. With the hard rolls.
Okay,
When
yeah.
I'm alone.
That's not bad. And I think +3 is the max you can get to any roll, so you can't be, superhuman or anything.
Yeah.
Alright. So, y'all approach the van, and since you rolled so poorly, let me give a base roll and see what happens. Ooh, that's not a high number.
Oh no.
Sorry.
That's not good.
Oh.
It's a bad morning. We've had a bad morning.
Ooh, I realize things are going to need to change on here. As I move away from the supply tab and the settlements tab and everything, it reverts to its original status.
Oh.
So for now, for all intents and purposes, just remember you have 8 scrap.
I got a notebook. I'll write it down.
Okay.
I've had this open this entire time.
Food, water, and medicine, we'll say, are non-existent until I make it where the system updates. But scraps, I'd say, the more universally important.
We had 4 medicine because of what was in.
Oh, that's right. You do have 4 medicine.
That's bag.
You do have 4 medicine. But don't worry about food or water at this moment.
All right. So we have 8 scrap.
Yes. And I rolled a 4. Where's my GM tab? There it is.
Wow, I wrote scrape instead of scrap.
Close.
We're scraping by. It works.
You know what? Wow. That is true. And I rolled a 4.
All right, what shit befalls us now?
Right now, nothing. You open the van. I'm assuming, because that's how you check it. And first thing I'm going to need is a plus sharp from one of you. So we know, when I say from one of you, we know who that is right now.
Yeah. Plus sharp. That's an 8.
That's an 8. An 8 is a mixed success. You find 2 scrap. And you also hear a click.
Uh-oh.
And what that click does is it triggers this wire that was attached to the scrap, and all of a sudden the car horn starts blaring. And shit, which stat was this real quick? I think it would be
I vote for run. John?
You're a scavenger, so we could technically use scrap to fix the vehicle and get it out of here.
as the horn starts blaring, both of you give me sharp rolls. And I guess Scott's here too, so he'll throw one out.
Oh, Scott came with us?
I got a 10 on that.
Oh, unless you don't want Scott to come with you.
No, that's fine. I don't care. I just didn't know you didn't say anything.
Oh,
He's our buddy now.
yeah. Until we get more players, I feel like having a third person at least assists. So okay, I'm sorry. So Scott got an 8. What'd you guys get?
10?
10? Good. And
9.
9? Okay. So I'll say with all of that, and one of them being a success, or two of them being one of them being a success, you notice 2 people charging at you, bats in hand.
Awesome sauce.
People, though.
Yes, running full speed with baseball bats.
Okay, I have a machete.
You want to stay and fight?
A crossbow for distance.
Oh shit!
So I guess the question is, do we run and try to escape, or do we fight and possibly injure ourselves? I mean, I feel like it's kind of a show of force with the crossbow. Can like launch an arrow at them as they're running, and they know we have a ranged.
I mean,
scare them off.
At
Modifier to your hot?
I have a 0 modifier to hot.
What's Scott's modifier to their hot?
0.
Okay.
But if you're trying to fire the crossbow to just intimidate, is that what I just picked up from that?
What I was suggesting.
Okay. Because we can do that, and because you guys outnumber them, I could allow you to take Scott's +2 to your roll. Because you outnumber them and you have a crossbow.
And this would be a hot roll, right?
Yeah, hot +2.
Okay. What's the cool roll for?
Let me go back real quick. Oh, like stealth or trying to slip away or run.
Okay.
Or not freak out if you, say, are hiding from somebody and you want to not make noise.
Can we try to end the horn noise?
You'd have
I
to.
don't
They're
think-
running at us for too.
You'd have to lift the hood of the car and find a way to disconnect the horn. This was
Yeah.
the way it was connected to
My
a
thought was
wire.
this was a trap,
Yes, this was a trap.
and I failed my roll, so I wasn't able to suss out that trap.
Correct.
Yeah.
So oh God, I cannot talk. Stopping the horn doesn't matter because they know we're there. The only thing it would help would be to help not, get attention from like any zombies.
Right. So the horn is a secondary threat right now. I'd say the primary threat is the dudes charging you.
Yeah.
And I try to intimidate while I tell them to cut off the horn noise, just in case that's the reason why they're running at us, is to stop the horn noise.
I mean, either way, this is come down to you having a crossbow and a plus hot roll with the +2 from Scott's bonus.
Okay.
So let's start with the roll and see where that gets us.
So roll hot and then add 2 to whatever.
Yes.
That's a 6.
Shit. I'm gonna need you to give me a plus hard roll real quick.
Who, just John?
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Actually, shit. I'm reading the stats that I created. Intimidation falls under hard, not hot.
Oh.
So that hard roll you just gave me gets Scott's +2. That was my bad for misreading the own shit I created. There's gonna be a lot of this sloppiness until I get used to this system too. I've never play tested it.
Hey, but that means it's an 11.
That's an 11. So you pull your crossbow out. Are you firing it or are you just brandishing it?
I'm just brandishing it.
Okay. So you don't need to do that roll then. By the way, any kind of ammunition weapon, you have to roll when you use it. And if it's 7 to 9, chances are you'll be fine. But if it's 6, there's a chance of you running out of ammo or the weapon jamming or breaking.
Sounds good.
So you technically have unlimited ammo as long as the dice are kind to you.
Hey, if we can magically heal a calf overnight, we can have magical limitations on ammo.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's true.
Bone slipped back into place, leaping.
So you pull the crossbow out. Amber's got her machete at the ready, and Scott has his, just walking stick like he's about to do some weird ninja stuff. What do you yell at them, John?
Stop right there.
They stop in their
Don't wanna
tracks.
have to do this.
They stop in their tracks.
I don't want to have to use this. There's only so little of us left.
Listen,
Can we just talk this out? Someone cut off this noise. It's annoying.
okay. I'm gonna come over slowly. I'll disconnect the horn. We set this up.
Drop your
Okay.
bats. I would say that. Drop your bats.
They drop their bats. He has his hands up, and he starts approaching the van slowly.
I stay aimed at him as he disconnects.
Okay. And his...
Actually, I stay aimed at his buddy while he disconnects, and I hope Amber's still,
Oh yeah, I'm right there with a machete. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
and I'll say Scott's with Amber then, and you have the crossbow trained on the buddy. As this loud beeping's going on, he pops open the hood, you see him finagling some stuff, and you hear one final beep as it stops. And then he backs away slowly. Okay. We're desperate for supplies. We figured if people came for this, we'd be able to get more supplies out of them than we've been able to find in the wild.
I get it, bro. But also, you're attracting more than one enemy here doing loud noises like that. I get the logic, but it could have been thought through a little bit better.
Listen, I'm not the ideas guy. We just are trying to survive.
All right. Well, you failed this one, so I think you should leave.
Could we at least take our bats with us?
Your what?
Our bats? Can I pick it up and
Oh,
leave?
your bats. If you leave with it,
Could we get?
any form of aggression, we're gonna attack you.
Could we also get the scrap that we said is the trap?
See,
Half of it.
now you're asking a lot.
One piece.
Oh, okay. He puts the bat back down and walks over to you slowly with one hand out.
Oh, I just
Yeah.
skidded across the ground.
Oh, okay. He picks it up and backs away, and him and his friends scurry off. So you guys picked up one scrap from that.
Cool.
I mean, they did back off pretty nicely, so you know.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I would like to now search van
Okay.
uh, to see if there is, because I don't know how in depth I'm gonna want to be with this, but container that we can siphon out gas, put it in fuel,
Okay.
or
So
are you just gonna give us fuel?
here's what I'm going to give you. There's a 1 gallon empty jerry can in the back of the van.
Okay.
Your plus sharp roll will tell you how full you could get it.
Okay.
I give a help action.
How are you helping?
I search around to make sure that they're actually. Can I see if the car has enough like power to show me the fuel gauge to see how much is even in here?
You know what? That'll count as a help action. You could get a +1 to your sharp roll.
I don't need it. I rolled a 12.
Okay.
Okay.
Because you rolled a 12 and you were getting helped while you were siphoning this gas out, and Jazz was looking, or John was looking around the inside of the car in the cabin, they found another jerry can. You are able to return with 2 gallons of fuel.
Now here's the thing. Do we need fuel for anything?
On a generator
I'll say, well, presently you don't.
or a Molotov cocktail.
Yes, you could use it to make a generator or a Molotov cocktail, but in your current scenario of living in the tents, generator wouldn't do you much good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Did we want to go look for anything else, or do we want to head back to the diamond?
I'll say it's about midday right now. So you could make it back to the diamonds and turn in the fuel that you got, or keep the fuel, that's up to you. Or at least stash it at your tent, and then still have time to go back out for a little more.
Can we check around to see if we can find any more just empty cans that we can put fuel in?
Yes, but I'll tell you right now, it has to be a 10 plus on the look, on the sharp roll.
So no.
Hmm?
Uh,
I got a 7.
no, that is, yeah, I got an 8. So
Alright, then unfortunately, no, but you've already gotten double what I was originally going to give you.
Yeah. I wasn't looking to get more fuel. I was just looking to get some empty cans.
Oh, for what purpose?
so that we
Just
can
in case-
siphon more cars as we come across them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'll say every vehicle you come across that you want to search, you have a chance to find some sort of jerry can, because, you know, people should, at some point in their lives, purchase one. Right, baby?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. I had to save her when she ran out of gas one day.
That's fair.
And then we got to learn that the new jerry cans are the stupidest fucking design ever, and they spilled like a quarter of the gas.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. Anyways,
Yeah, that's a different
Okay.
story. So yeah, did you want to return your current supplies to the diamond, or do you want to keep searching and carry the stuff with you? Or do you want to, like, search the woods? You don't have to go to, like, a building or anything.
How far away are we from, like, our crash? The one that we were in?
Oh, the actual incident on the road?
Mm-hmm.
I'd say for that, that would take you the majority of the rest of the day to get back to.
Just to get to it.
Well, to and from and search. But that also is, just as a reminder, very zombie heavy, that area.
Cool. Can we look through the cars for anything else nearby that any other scavengers might have missed?
Well, I didn't say there was any other cars nearby. There are roads nearby, so you could see if there are cars.
Yeah, let's go scouting. Let's go looking. We have some time.
All right. As you guys enter the road area, I got to throw a dice roll. See if any events happen. So let's see. Oh, that's good for you. That's a 10. And what does a 10 mean? You come across a person as you're walking towards the vehicles. Not looking like he was with the guys you ran into before. And as you see him, he immediately throws his hands up in the air. And he's like, I mean no harm. I'm looking for supplies. I'm also looking to trade.
Okay. Trade
What are you
what?
trying to trade? Yeah.
I have medicine and I need ammunition.
We don't have ammunition.
Remember, scrap can count as ammunition, or are you just lying to him and saying you don't have it?
That's true. What did he say he had?
He has, one medicine for one scrap, basically, is what he's looking to trade.
Oh, we have 4 medicine. I don't think we need it. And then I'm gonna lie. We don't have any ammunition.
Can we
I have a
offer
machete.
to team up with him to look and split? 75-25, whatever we find.
Give me a plus hot.
Oh, dear God.
You are you're way too diplomatic, man. You're getting yourself into this.
Yeah.
But you're getting experience, so
Did you fail again?
Fuck you to me, isn't he? Because I got a 3.
Oh, so even
Oh
if
my
Scott
God.
gives you help. I don't know you guys well enough to potentially turn my back on you while I'm rooting through anything. So if it's all the same, I'd rather not.
Fair enough.
yeah. Bye, stranger. I'm just gonna go my own way.
All right. He's gonna just walk the opposite direction that you guys are.
Yeah.
All right. You make it over to a side street. You can see a couple houses that, well, at a quick glance, they look like shit, but you don't know if they've actually been rummaged through or if just lack of any human interaction over the past few months has broken them down a bit. So yeah, you see, I'll say down the side street, there's 3 houses, and you see 2 parked cars. Small street.
Ooh. Do we risk the houses?
Excuse me.
Can I do my walker whisperer?
That's where you look to see if there's any walkers visible.
Yeah, and how many, what they're doing, etc., etc.
Yeah.
8.
So with an 8, I'll say you could tell right out of the gate. We'll just call them houses 1, 2, and 3. House 1 clearly has walkers shambling around in it. You could intuit just from seeing that, with the fact that the doors are closed, that this is the family that lived there. They just never got out. And they're kind of trapped in their own house forever unless somebody tries breaking in. What that also tells you, though, is if the house doesn't look broken into and you see walkers, there's a good chance that that house has not been searched.
Oh, but that's dangerous.
Outside of that, you can't tell anything about the other 2 houses, and the street is pretty calm right now. So there's no walkers.
I don't know if that's worth it. There are multiple zombies in there.
Called Mercy Kill, where if they don't notice me, what's the full description? When you attack a walker that hasn't noticed you, deal your weapon's harm +2. This represents your expertise in silent, efficient elimination.
So the thing is, they're still inside, and there's windows. That's what you're seeing them through.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't be able to theoretically get a clean crossbow shot through glass without deviation of the bolt and everything.
Yeah.
If it was out in the open, like you saw one down the road, sure, clean headshot. But with where they are right now, you'd have to try to break in silently and then pick them off one by one.
Okay.
Which you're more than welcome to try. That just is more dice rolls.
I have not been rolling well, so I'm just gonna take that as a sign to stop making so many decisions.
But listen, that makes it more fun too because the dice tell the story.
Yeah.
So as a GM, I appreciate it because it keeps me on my toes. It's not just like, "Yep, you did it."
Yeah.
It's
I did
like
it.
it's like, "No, you stepped on Shard's metal or now you triggered an
thinking-
alarm."
Maybe we wait until we can like come back when we maybe have a little bit more backup on the team. Because how
Yeah.
many walkers can I see?
You can at least see that there's 3, one of which is a child.
Listen,
I think
children are
cars.
feral.
I'm sorry?
Children are feral, man.
Oh, yeah.
Even on a
Yeah.
day.
See, alright, baby, I gotta get you to actually watch at least a couple seasons of The Walking Dead.
Ugh,
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I don't want to.
It's still gonna happen, don't worry. But, yeah, like, nobody's off fucking limits.
Well, yeah, no shit. Zombie apocalypse, of course not.
Yeah, but a lot of properties don't cover that. Somehow kids are,
So
like,
I
weirdly vanishing from all these things.
I think checking the cars is safer.
Yep, you got 2 cars. And from what you can see, these cars are just there.
They're just what?
They're just sitting there. Like, they don't look like they've been busted. This neighborhood itself, the section of the neighborhood that you stumbled into, seems relatively untouched.
I want to search the cars.
I want to watch her back as she searches the cars.
Okay, so
Just
we'll
to
say...
help people walkers walk up.
Okay, so do you want to start with the car that's in the driveway of the house that you know there's walkers in, or the other one?
You cut out.
Do you want to start with the car that's in the driveway that the walkers are in that house, or would you like to start with a different car?
I'll start with a different car because I don't want them to see us.
Okay, so that's their across the street neighbors.
Okay. Hold on.
That car in front of house 2 or house 3? Just for my notes.
2. Because I'm making it up on the fly, and that's the next number.
So I was
Fair.
texting our favorite driver. Okay.
Okay. Also, I'm going
what
to
am I
take a
rolling?
quick... hold on a second. I'm going to take a quick peek in the hallway, because I heard the dog only walk halfway, which means there might be a mess. So be right back. Cool. No mess.
All right.
Sorry, I know, baby, you understand. When he walks halfway through the hallway, sometimes he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
But,
so what am I rolling?
So, you're at this car. I'd say for your first roll, give me your thing that checks for traps. Not for a trap, but to see if the car is alarmed.
Okay. That is a 12.
With a 12, you look, and there is no indication that there's an alarm on this car. And it's a relatively nice car, so you'd assume... Oh, sorry, it's a relatively shitty car. So you'd assume that there would not be an alarm on it.
Okay.
So now you can search. You could use your good stuff.
Yes, I did want to use my good stuff. Let me get to it so I can read that. Everybody knows what it is.
And does she get help for these rolls? Because I'm watching her back.
So you're watching her back, so you can't help with the rolls, but Scott can, who could also give +2.
Cool.
So the stuff is when you search your location for supplies, roll plus shot, 10 find exactly what you need plus a bonus item. On through 9, find something useful, but there's a complication. So
You actually cut out a lot on that. Yeah.
okay, hold on, let me go back to it.
Excuse me.
Okay, so the good stuff. When you search a location for supplies, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus, you find exactly what you need plus bonus item. And on a 7 through a 9, you find something useful, but there's a complication. Oh,
So that's a good one to use.
oh good. Am I getting a +2 from Scott?
Yes, he's helping you search.
Okay, that's a 10 then.
Oh, that's a success. So,
Yep.
I'll say, first off, 2 more scrap,
Okay.
and you found another gas can. Because of the good
Fucking.
stuff.
Now,
Empty gas can.
I'm sorry?
Empty gas can.
Yes, they're empty, but you could hope that the car has gas.
yeah, I was gonna say that would be the next thing, because I found the gas can. Is can we try to siphon anything out of this car?
Yes, because you also rolled a great success, you will get a gallon of gas out of the car.
Yeah.
Had it been too
Cool.
low, I would have made you have to roll another search.
Yeah.
Alright, so car 1 gave you 2 scrap and a gallon of gas. Each of you has a gallon of gas to carry right now. The 2 of you and Scott.
Yeah. So then the question is, John, do we risk the other car or do we head back with what we have?
What
Yep.
time is it looking like right now?
I'll say it's about, and we're in the summer months, if that helps, but it's about 6 p.m. The thing with the other car is you have to remember it's in the driveway of the house where you
Yeah.
saw the 3 walkers.
So we risk being seen.
I mean, but the walkers are stuck in the house. I'm sure other people have already walked through this neighborhood.
I mean, okay, if you want to take that risk, you can.
I'm gonna have both of you do this just for some added fun. I need both of you to give me a plus weird.
Damn, I have a -1 to weird.
I got a 10.
Nice.
I got a 5.
Well, Amber, you mark 1 experience. And we could say the negative that happened is if not for John, this potentially could have been your downfall. But because John got a great success, you notice that trader that you saw before peeking around the corner behind one of the houses, watching you.
So John notices.
John sees this.
Okay.
Can I roll for an intimidation check to be like, come on, bud?
Or
Yeah.
at least just so that he knows that we see him.
Yeah, do you want to intimidate him or just point out that you know that he's there?
Just point out for now, but like put my hand ready to quickly pull up my crossbow if I need to.
Okay, I'll say
I'm
for that you don't need to roll, though.
Okay.
I'm assuming, John, you have clued me into, hey, there's somebody behind this house.
Yeah. Just like a little
Yeah.
tap on the shoulder and be like, you look at me and I nod over there.
All right. But how do we make him know that we see him? Do you want to give him a little wave, a little cheeky wave?
Like, I thought you said you didn't trust us. Why'd you come with us?
I didn't trust you to be behind me. Kind of curious to see if you guys knew where their stuff were if you were telling me the truth.
We never
We
said
never
that
said
we
we
didn't know where
where
stuff
what.
was. We just said we didn't have it.
Oh, well, tell me the truth on that you didn't have anything to trade.
Well, I mean, of course not. That's why we're looking for shit.
Touche. But, excuse me, I saw you found some stuff, so willing to make a deal now?
No, I still don't need your medicine.
Well, you might not need it today, but you will.
Can we at least know your name so I can not think of you as that fucker in my head?
Yes, my name is Mike, that fucker.
Fair enough.
But people call me Mike.
So at this point, I don't think we should continue looking in this area because he's going to be around. And obviously he came sneaking after us. He cannot be trusted. So
Excuse me.
I propose going back to the diamond.
Scott is down with that.
John?
Yeah. Could we maybe try to like just say something kind of loud, but in that way where we weren't meaning to be that kind of loud, and giving him ideas to just kind of try opening the doors. Like, we'll try the other doors some other time when he can't sneak up on us. I'm sure one of them's got to be open, and then we go. And then that way,
Okay,
if
because
we come back, the doors are already open.
well, I was gonna say like almost as like a show of good faith. Uh, like we can start like heading back now. I don't want to turn around. Either way, when we start heading back, I want to continue to face this man. Even though I'm sure he's like a little bit further away because he's behind a house. Like kind of walk backward and be like, "We didn't search this car. We'll leave it for you."
All right.
Kind of
Thank
thing.
you. Have fun on your journey back to the diamond. I'm assuming that's where you're heading.
You don't know, and I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, that's fine. I just know that's where a lot of people end up. I was once there myself. But you guys go about your business. Thank you for leaving me this other vehicle.
Good luck out there, that fucker.
You two, I didn't get your name.
And you won't.
All right, that fucker it is. And Amber, when you were walking away, you were walking backwards to watch him.
Yeah.
You see that with almost quick precision, he pulls his little tool out and he slides it right through the window of the car, pops the lock, opens it, grabs a bunch of shit, and just leaves.
So this guy has shit. Also, he said he's not at the diamond anymore, so I wonder where he's staying.
Do we know how nimble these zombies are? Like, can they
They're
navigate steps?
the zombies, from what you've seen, are the shambling variety.
So not nimble, not fast.
They're not nimble, they're not fast. Their advantages come in either catching you unaware or numbers. Like overwhelming, surrounding, that kind of thing.
Okay, well, I think we should just head back to the diamond unless John has any other ideas.
No. I think heading back to the diamond, making sure we're set up for the night. And coming up with a plan for tomorrow based off what we can kind of see either on our path or within like kind of seeing distance. Like, you know, like maybe we should check out there tomorrow. Like, we're kind of chatting on the way back.
Give me a general quick sharp roll. Either of you, just one of you though.
I'll do it. 11.
Okay, while walking back and remembering the path you took, not only do you have note of those 3 houses, you see another little cul-de-sac that you spot a couple more houses and vehicles in.
Okay. Then I think also we're discussing things on the way back. One of the things that I wanted to discuss with John is how much of our shit are we going to the folks at the diamond, gain their trust? How much do we want to stash away?
Right now, fuel doesn't have much purpose to us. And that's what they said they needed. So maybe give them 2 fuel and we keep 1.
I think that's a good idea.
And the other thing they said they needed was ammo.
Yes, which is effectively
So
scrap.
yeah, ammo.
Yeah.
But do
So
we
1
want to
scrap,
get
2 fuel?
any of our?
Because we're hoping to gain their trust too, so that it's easier for us to get jobs inside, so that maybe we get a little bit more help when we're going on these runs.
Yeah. Okay, so you think 2 fuel and
One scrap.
One scrap.
Yeah, because the scrap can be useful for us when we're out and about to defend ourselves, but the fuel doesn't have much purpose for us right now.
Okay, that's a plan.
All right, so you make it back to the diamond, and you see it's not dark yet, so they're still allowing people up to the gate to talk or give them, supplies to try to eventually buy their trust and buy their way in. And you see Brian, the guard that you saw this morning, is working that counter right now.
Nice.
Okay, so then I guess we go up to him and be like, "Hey, we actually found some stuff that you guys might need."
Oh, and what's that?
I put down. Well, I'm gonna say before we head there, we stashed our shit where we needed to stash our shit that we were
Okay.
gonna give. Then plop down two of the cans of fuel and a scrap.
So 2 fuel, 1 scrap?
Yes.
Okay. Since you have a notebook right now, and this will help me for later, could you mark off +4 for Del Diamond?
Yep, I'm actually writing it right now.
Excellent. All right. Thank you. You guys did excellent by us today, and we are marking that down so we can hopefully continue to work with you in the future.
All right.
Again, there is access to clean water if you guys need a drink or to rinse off at the spigot, and he points to the spigot. And right now I'm not making you guys worry about food or anything, so until I make that system a little more refined.
Okay.
So for all intents and purposes, you've survived day 2.
Yay.
And I think that's where we should call it tonight, because we were going at this for about 2 hours, and I need to fix some other systems before we dive deeper.
That's fair.
But yeah, so
No.
hopefully you guys had some fun, because this is my first time doing anything like this.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the end of day 1, or, well, session 0 of our Zombies campaign.